with me is Meghalaya Tourism Minister, Mr. Paul Lindo. Mr. Lindo, lot of excitement as far as Meghalaya is concerned. We just saw Akon, we saw Bonnie M, we saw Jocelyn Royal, and now there's Europe, there's Brian Adams. You have totally put Meghalaya in the map of some of the big league international musicians, artists. So what's the plan next?
Well, we're trying to build Meghalaya as a brand because it has always been the music capital of the Northeast, and now we would like to expand that and make it the music capital of India. Meghalaya has had a fairly long legacy, rich legacy of music, both indigenous and as well as Western, and we've had bands performing from Shillong to other parts of India, and today we are rebranding brand Meghalaya by capturing the attention of the entire nation, and as you mentioned, a few very top brand artists like as we speak, Europe, the band is on their way to the Garo Hills. Brian Adams is performing on December 10, and to break this very exciting news, Ed Sheeran will be also in Shillong on the 12th of February.
Wow. Yeah.
So these are huge names, and
Absolutely.
we are working tirelessly to ensure that not only do we have top brand artists performing in Shillong, but we're also sending our bands to Hard Rock Cafe outlets across the country, and by 2025 they'll go global.
Oh, wow. Okay. So this time round, Meghalaya hosted, Shillong to be precise, hosted a big bang Cherry Blossom Festival. Then you had the Literature Festival, the Lit Fest. So a lot of things happening. And like you mentioned, we have Ed Sheeran coming next year. So I'm sure the footfall has been very significant this time round.
Yeah, it has increased manifold, and in fact, according to surveys done, Shillong is the most preferred destination by 2025, and we expect the footfall to increase by not less than 60%.
All right. And what about the basic infrastructure? You know, I'm sure the hospitality sector must be seeing a boom this time round. What are the plans there? Because as far as the road connectivity, the railways, the airlines, because it is not just the domestic or the national tourists which are flocking to Meghalaya, but also people from across the globe will be landing, are already landing in your state.
Yeah, we are very excited about whatever is happening, and to cater to this rising footfalls, for instance, we are getting the Shillong airport expanded. That should be completed by middle of 2025. Road connectivity is being improved, and as we speak, we are also expanding the road connectivity between Guwahati and Shillong, as well as internally within Meghalaya. The other factor that is contributing to the growth of the tourism sector is the fact that now all our major hotels being owned by the government of Meghalaya are going under joint venture. We are getting additional land for the expansion of all of the Orchid Lake Resort at the Umyam Lake, and also we are getting an additional land mass of around 300 acres being transferred to the tourism department in order to cater to this increasing humongous growth of tourism. That apart, we also are connecting a few of the top tourist destinations into a circuit and connecting them by helicopter services. This is happening in 2025, and we will now have that ease of traveling where travelers, we are encouraging high value and low volume tourism, and what we have envisaged is a plan to connect Guwahati to Umyam Lake, and then Cherrapunji, Dauki, New Shillong. These are major tourist destinations, and it will ease traveling to a very huge extent.
Right. Of course, there are few, issues there, like the traffic congestion in Shillong. Of course, the government has been trying to do a lot. So, what's the plan there?
Shillong is an unplanned city, and by 2025, we will be shifting major government offices to New Shillong, where that will certainly ease the traffic congestion. The state assembly is being relocated at New Shillong, and so is the state secretariat and the different directorates of the government of Meghalaya. Also, we will be starting very shortly the Shillong Ropeway project,
Yeah.
and that will cater to roughly 600 passengers per hour. So these plans will, to a large extent, help to ease the situation, and we will leave no stone unturned to ensure that travelers spend minimum time on the road
Yeah.
and would reach their destinations with comfort.
Yeah. Going back to your hospitality, the hotel brands coming in. So, are you looking at bringing in more international brands into Shillong or any other part of Meghalaya, maybe the Garo Hills and all? Because you already have the Taj Group, you already have the JW Marriott. So, more such brands coming in?
Yes, yes. Lemon Tree is coming on the 3rd of December. We are laying the foundation stone of a Lemon Tree project at Shillong. They will take over the site where currently Orchid Polo is located, and also we have called for an EOI, expression of interest, for the various government properties in 5 major locations.
Okay.
The size of these locations range between 10 to 35 acres, and we are looking forward to seeing international brands, international chain of hotels participating, and with Shillong already coming up as the most preferred tourist destination of 2025, we will be able to cater to that increasing footfall.
Right. One question here regarding, there's this one issue going on. Suppose somebody from Assam is going with their car, then we have to stop at a certain place and then take a local cab up to the tourist destination. That kind of, sometimes comes as a deterrent for many, because many people don't want to leave the comfort of their own car and then hop on to another cab. So are you doing something about that?
Well, this was just voiced by a certain group of taxi drivers, but we have said, and I repeat here, that you have to look at Northeast India as a singular entity where tourism is concerned. We are interconnected with the rest of the Northeast. In fact, the crowd that comes to, say for instance, Kaziranga
Yeah.
or Kamakhya would then head to Shillong, Cherrapunji
Right.
and Dauki.
Yes.
And you can't really restrict, you can't really have many do's and don'ts. And we will ensure that the travelers to Meghalaya face no such inconvenience.
Right.
We
And
will be very firm about it.
yeah, and finally, Paul Lindo, as the Tourism Minister of Meghalaya, what are your plans for 2025 and beyond?
We would like to capitalize on the USPs of Meghalaya, which is nature, culture, climate, customs, cuisine. These are our major strengths. We would like to optimize those strengths, elevate the experience of tourists who visit Meghalaya, and ensure that with what is happening now, for instance, the declining footfalls in Goa, that crowd should now turn to Meghalaya.
All right. And also, you're getting all these big names from the world of music to Meghalaya. Seems like the musician, the music composer, singer Paul Lindo is living his dreams.
Yes, yes. Today I combine my work
Yes.
with music. And it's a huge pleasure. And to share that pleasure with the rest of the country is something that is way beyond my capacity to even dream of.
Thank you so much, Mr. Paul
pleasure, my
Lindo, for
pleasure.
speaking to Northeast Live.
Pleasure.
Thank you.